1 square meter in association with Emma. Inspiring lifestyle today.
The struggling Greek economy is getting a boost with a $30 billion privatization plan to sell state assets. In this week's 1 Square Meter, we take a look at one of the properties already sold, the Astir Palace Resort, just outside Athens. The bid from Arab-Turkish private equity fund is for $660 million. John Defterios toured the landmark to see why it's going for such a premium price.
The ancient Greeks believed it was here in the Aegean that the gods of light and beauty were born. The view is precious, but visitors don't have to sail offshore to find it. It can be captured at this resort just 20 minutes by car from downtown Athens.
This hotel was renovated completely back in 2003.
Polykronos Griveas is chief executive of the Astir Palace, an icon on the sea for 6 decades.
Since its foundation in the late 50s, it has attracted head of states, a lot of celebrities of that time and today, and it continues to do so year after year.
Visitors to this peninsula have included Nelson Mandela, Mikhail Gorbachev, Frank Sinatra, and the actor who played Zorba the Greek, Anthony Quinn. So when the Astir went up for sale, demand was high. 15 bids from around the globe came in. On the block, 306,000 square meters, or 75 acres, of what is now prime real estate, with 2 working hotels and 61 bungalows.
Well, so this brings back some memories. Now I realize I stayed here in the 1990s.
It will take some vision. A third hotel where I once stayed was gutted in 2007 and never rebuilt. To sweeten the offering, a 40-year lease on this marina is part of the deal. But those involved say the game changer was getting the green light to build up to 25 luxury villas on what is now open space.
The next day of Astir is going to complement beautifully the development of the entire region. I'm very confident that the Athenian Riviera could be the next Côte d'Azur of the Mediterranean.
The bidders seem to agree. An Arab-Turkish consortium is paying $660 million, or 200 times earnings, of just over $3 million last year.
Athenians have always cherished this landmark property on the sea, but even they were surprised at the premium paid. It's a very good start, but the real test is still to come as the government tries to raise $30 billion in privatizations by the end of the decade.
Petros Christodoulou is the banker who put this sale together. He says the credit for the transaction has to go to the government of Andonis Samaras.
The government is making every effort to cut red tape. The Prime Minister has said that we used to have red tape for international investors, now we have a red carpet. So I think this is the first manifestation of this.
The next test is just down the road at the old Athens airport, shuttered in 2001. The site was home to 5 venues for the 2004 Olympics, corroding in the salt air of the Mediterranean. Urban planner and former CEO of the project says putting all 6 million square meters in one go is too much for one developer to digest.
The strategy is very simple. We develop a master plan. And after we have the master plan, then we chop it up in large pieces, very large pieces, and then we give it to individual developers.
The government disagreed. In a period of high debt and deep recession, it's prime time for those who have the capital to purchase the best assets. John Defterios, CNN, Athens.
Ahead, a mother anxiously awaits the return of her son who says he was lost at sea. Up next, the castaway who says he spent more than a year lost in the Pacific Ocean. He is almost home. A live report from El Salvador coming up.